guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I'm Shana Townsend.
And I'm Richard Townsend.
And you are tuned into the Married Marks podcast, where we talk about the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, all the shit no one wants to talk about, the greatest, and yeah, occasionally the worst of professional wrestlers from around the globe. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. We appreciate that you are with us, and we hope that you stick around for a whole lot more. But hey, if it's not your first rodeo, you know how this goes. We love you extra, extra hard. Whether it is your first time or your 150, whatever the hell this is, because I didn't look it up today, do us a favor. Like, subscribe, leave a comment on whatever site or app that you are tuned in on today. It takes 2 seconds out of your day, and it really does help elevate our profile on the site. We would be most appreciative. We are part of the Inside Joke Outside Voice podcast network. You can learn more about them at ijov.net and visit our hashtag Podern Family. And above all else, hey, we'd love to hear from you, dear listeners. Find us wherever fine podcasts can be found. You can also find us on social media. We're on Twitter at Married Marks. You can slide on into our DMs, or even better, drop us an email, marriedmarkspod, that's P-O-D, at gmail.com. Use your words, people. Hello, baby.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I haven't slept in a solid 86 hours, but I'm good. Life is fine. Just got back from Chicago for the weekend, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But I should be honest, it's not just us.
Again.
There's a little menage a trois happening today. Again. I know. I'm sorry.
Man, we are just threesomes all the time.
I know. We're keeping it real. We are taking it real. Today, we are joined once again by the one, the only, Zumi from Genius Pie. Hello!
Hey guys, what's going on?
Not much.
So, yeah, we are going to recap our episode from January 1st.
Oh, snap.
Where you happen to be on that episode to talk about the predictions we made for the year of 2019 in the world of wrestling.
Oh, I don't know if I made any predictions. I don't know if they were, predictions, but,
Oh,
you're wrong. That's not my fault.
See, I listened to that entire episode again today.
I did too on my way home.
And you were very confident that every one of yours were going to be correct. 100% correct.
If they would have listened to me on the blogs, but they didn't because they called everyone a dumb face, we would have been fine. And I would have had everything I wanted.
My personal favorite was he just wanted Taichi for everything.
Well, fucking Taichi.
Ooh, vintage.
Taichi wins everything.
Vintage Townsend. We haven't heard those words in a while.
And the fact that Taichi is sitting like 2 feet in front of me on our desk.
It's so funny. Like, I feel like these little New Japan Pro Wrestling figures that you brought us, sir, are like the perfect representation of both of us, because one is 100% top energy and the other is Taichi.
Wait. Did you just insult me?
I didn't insult you. There's nothing wrong with it.
You said it represents us.
It does kind of represent us. Am I wrong?
I am not
you want to
fucking
trade?
Taichi.
You want to trade? Because I'll be Black Mephisto for a change here.
Yeah, you be
Give me that boy.
Taichi.
Give me that boy. This is my boy. He's got a real good cloak. It's fine.
I'll be big top energy here.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Jesus Christ. Well, good night, everybody. This is derailed fucking fast. Oh, okay.
It's just me and you, Shan. Okay.
I know. It's just us. It's fine. Like,
well, if you didn't actually hear, if you didn't actually hear our Wrestle Kingdom prediction cast, Karen Nerds Out, and I fired Shannon.
Yeah, I've been fired and also divorced, so now I'm single and available. And also can be on other podcasts.
And my wife is now probably at this point actually landed in Japan.
Oh, that's right. She was leaving today, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, girl. I'm so excited.
Is the new name the It's Complicated Mark's podcast?
Yeah, it's Complicated Mark's podcast with Richard Townsend and anyone but that bitch.
So, I have written down all of the predictions we made on January 1st. And now,
correct prediction?
I am going to recap them.
Oh, man.
So, y'all, if you're listening to this at home, if you're in a spot where you might want to get a beverage, because this is probably going to be a little cringeworthy.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I went back and listened to this episode, the episode from last year, and I was like, wow, those were some choices that we made.
Yes.
You could call them that, I guess.
Some of them were even things that I said, I was like, what? Why? Why would I say that?
Yeah, so...
Where do we want to start here, Townsend? Get us on track here.
I will start with... I made the realistic prediction that SmackDown Live will become WWE's highest rated weekly television show.
Okay.
Which is true.
You know what I hate about when you're right?
I smirk
and
I'm smug about it.
You smirk and you're smug about it. And you want to know why no one wants to come over for board game night? That's why.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember Thanos Rising.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, don't even talk about that. We all lost a lot.
Yeah, we did all lose a lot.
There was no smugness there. There was just crippling defeat.
Oh, the 4-time butt chin was smug. Thanos. That's his
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord.
So, Shannon.
Yes.
You made a prediction
I'm
that
sad.
the women will get 2 all-women pay-per-views a year.
That was something I should have been correct on. Let's be real. Unfortunately, somebody doesn't think it's such good shit, so it hasn't happened.
2019 saw us with 0 all-women pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But we did get a couple all-women house shows on the NXT circuit.
We did, but it's not, nowhere near the level of what I had hoped for and had anticipated this year. I feel like they did take a big step backward this year.
Oh, yeah, and we had talked about that in previous episodes, that WWE seems to have forgotten about their women's revolution.
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
as someone that watches all the time, they very much so have.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless the women's revolution is Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, or Bayley only, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyone other than that, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Well, somebody actually brought it up to me that the word revolution also means going around in a circle.
That's a mood.
Yeah.
And that's where we're back. We're back at the 1.5-minute long matches and not enough time on TV.
Yeah, I'm sad. Sorry.
Now, Mike, you made a prediction that the WWE would end its partnership with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in 2019.
Also, should have been correct.
Yes.
Well, you see, the thing is, they did, but then they picked it right back up 45 seconds later because Vince was like, that's too much good shit. I can't handle it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah,
why not?
That was fine.
We'll give you half a point there.
We'll give you that one. That one's free. The next one's going to cost you. Yeah, disappointing. That's another one that I would have actually very much hoped would have come true.
So, next, we have our outlandish predictions. Completely off-the-wall predictions. Mine was that NXT will have a cross-promotion show with either Impact Wrestling or New Japan.
Nope.
Yeah, it was outlandish. It was wishful thinking. I admit it.
Well, I mean, kinda with, acquiring Kushida, maybe.
We will get to that Kushida thing.
Walter's favorite person to yeet.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes. Oh, by the way, since I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys in a while, Yeet Lee is my absolute favorite thing that you guys have ever done. That name kills me every time I hear it. Every time I see him, I'm like, Yeet Lee?
It's Yeet Lee. He's a very good wrestle boy.
Yeet. Adam Cole's in the crowd.
It's fine.
Who was it that he turned to Byron Saxton?
Shannon made the outlandish prediction that Cody, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega actually were joining the WWE, and the whole AEW thing was a ruse.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was an outlandish prediction. That was the whole point. So.
Well, and now, mind you, we actually recorded the episode 2 days before the announcement of AEW. So.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was a nice thought.
I mean, here's my thing. If Cody's basically Trips 2.0, am I really that far from the truth on that prediction?
No, not really. Now, Mike, you are getting a half a point. Again.
Yes. Yes.
Because you said The Undertaker will wrestle a match longer than his intro.
You said that wrong.
The Undertaker. will wrestle a match longer. And
put you down like a dog.
The Undertaker has wrestled a match longer than his intro in 2019. He has been wrestling with the idea of retiring.
Yeah. Jesus.
Actually, I believe he did wrestle in the first.
Take that half a point, please.
I'm pretty sure he wrestled in the first Saudi Arabia show this year.
I think he did.
Didn't he do a tag match, him and Kane versus Triple H and Shawn Michaels?
Oh, yeah.
I
Brothers of Destruction versus the... Well, I don't have a funny name for them. Those guys. Other Cody.
Other Cody.
So, we also made predictions of who WWE was going to sign. We were all wrong on all these.
We were so very wrong.
I had predicted Conor McGregor, Marty Scurll, and Colt Cabana. Yeah, those didn't happen.
The Conor McGregor one was a solid assumption, though. Like, even I had thought that was going to be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, they did hire a bunch of MMA fighters. It just wasn't Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Shannon predicted Ray Phoenix and Dalton Castle.
I stand firm in the fact that Ray Phoenix would have been fantastic in NXT, though.
Oh, absolutely would have.
But you know what? They're doing just fine over in AEW.
Oh, yeah, they are. And Mike, you just loved the 3-letter initial names because you predicted MJF and ZSJ.
Yeah, whoever those guys are.
So MJF is doing quite well in AEW.
I know who MJF is.
The scarf guy.
I know who CSJ is.
And Zack Sabre Jr., well, he is definitely still losing a lot in New Japan.
Yeah, I'm mad about it.
Next, we have our title holder predictions. We predicted who would be holding titles at the end of the year.
The only one I remember from this is that I said Bianca Belair would be champion, and she no champion.
That is correct. You did.
You did.
To my chagrin.
Yes.
Because she needs that belt. I mean, not right now because Rhea's got it.
I was gonna say, let my girl Rhea have her moment.
We'll go ahead and start with the NXT titles then. NXT Women, you predicted Bianca Belair. Shannon predicted Mia Yim, and I predicted Io Shirai. None of which held titles.
Well, I don't think anybody expected Baszler to hold the title as long as she did. She had that belt for a hot minute, so it was quite a lengthy run with that belt. So we, it's fine, and I'm not mad at the way it's transpired.
Right, something that I don't know if you guys noticed because you don't watch the Fed that much. They said they were last time I was watching NXT. They were touting, or not they, Mara wasn't, but the tout was that, Shayna Baszler held the belt. She's holding it longer than Asuka. She's held it longer than Asuka. I was like, yeah, in 2 separate runs.
Correct.
That's impressive, but it's not impressive as undefeated.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and yeah, we did catch that. We watch NXT pretty much every single week, so that's right. The one bit of WWE programming we watch because it is the best thing on TV right now as far as wrestling goes.
I thought you guys watched it at Luch, so you didn't get to really hear the audio.
That is true. We do not get to hear the audio.
They kind of flipped the script on that a little bit the last couple weeks, though. Like they had,
really?
Yeah, they had audio on NXT when I was there last time because like it was all those excellent matches. It was like the 2 title matches. So we were like, nope, screw it. NXT's going on the one TV. We're gonna have sound on that. AEW is relegated to closed captioning for this evening.
So the North American title. Shannon, you predicted Marty Scurll will hold it.
He did.
I predicted that Matt Riddle would hold it. I also predicted that Cassius Ohno was going to leave because, Mike, you predicted Zack Sabre Jr., but then you changed your vote to Cassius Ohno holding the North American title. So I was wrong on Ohno leaving. You were wrong on him actually getting a title. And
yeah, I gave them a little too much credit for that, I guess.
Yeah. And I think Ohno deserves a run with that North American title.
Absolutely. I mean, even now, I still want him to have it.
Yeah.
But no one likes Chris Hero anymore. Yeah.
So the tag titles, the NXT Tag Titles, you are getting points here. But not because of the final prediction, because you said War Raiders. I also said War Raiders would be holding the title at the end of the year. Well, War Raiders were brought up. But you also predicted that the Street Profits would win the titles. And you were right there, because you said that they would win the titles between the Undisputed Era and the War Raiders. You had it right, just had them reversed, because it was War Raiders, then Street Profits, then Undisputed Era.
Dang.
And Shannon made the prediction that Breezango would return to NXT, which they did.
Who was right.
And win the tag titles, which they have not.
Which they have not. Yet. But it's still early. You just relax. They're just exploring their careers right now. It's fine.
Yeah, seriously. But we had a pretty lengthy discussion about how decimated the NXT tag scene is.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, it's still not great.
It's
I mean, you got Undisputed Era.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Undisputed Era.
Oh, and who could forget Undisputed Era?
I mean, and Breezango.
Well, I have a feeling, we talked about this last episode, but I do have a feeling that NXT is going to be spending some time beefing up their tag division a bit. I think it's safe to say that that's a direction they're going to have to go.
Yeah.
And we've seen them sign some people. Brent and Brandon just signed their...
No, they tried out.
Oh, did they? Okay.
It was just a tryout.
They'll wind up there, though. I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly confident on that.
Yeah, they definitely need some tag teams, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the NXT Championship, Mike, you said Johnny Gargano would still be in NXT and would hold that title. Gargano is still in NXT. He is not currently holding the title, though, unfortunately.
Nope.
Yeah.
Much too many people's chagrin.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm honestly, I'm a little sick of the Undisputed Era. I'm not sick of the Undisputed Era. I'm not all on board with Adam Cole. He's really good, and he's super charismatic, and I like how he wrestles, but, I don't think he's good enough to have held the belt for as long as he has. But again, I didn't know him before he came into NXT. So I'm just going by what I've seen so far.
Can I interject and ask a strange question? Because I have to, because if I don't, my head's going to explode. Not to get us too far off track.
Okay.
So if he's really charismatic, and he's really good on the mic, and he's great in the ring, what else do you want? I'm not trying to be facetious. I literally want to know, what's the factor that's missing there for you?
I want the title to go to other people as well.
Okay.
Because I don't think that he's as I don't think he's as good as he makes himself out to be, and how everyone else makes him out to be. I think Gargano is way better. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not good and he doesn't deserve it. I'm saying that Gargano deserves it over him.
I can back that. I think Adam Cole is the 5th best wrestler in NXT right now.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that. I was just curious because, when I hear somebody say, well, I like this and this and this and this, but, I like hearing what that but factor is. What is it specifically that is not tipping that scale for you?
Shannon likes to hear about butts.
I do like to hear about butts. It's very true.
Yeah, well, her spirit almost Tina, so I expect that.
That's totally... Yes, that's accurate. I feel exposed right now.
So now, Shannon, you said Matt Riddle would currently be holding the NXT title.
I did. I really thought
I'm actually shocked he hasn't been holding
know. I'm really surprised by it, too. It seemed like such a done deal.
And I get a half a point here because I predicted Kushida would be signed to NXT and would be holding the title at the end of the year. Got the Kushida thing right, early by 2 months. But no, he hasn't gotten that title.
No, unfortunately.
Why is Kushida not held a title yet?
Well, he has to be in the ring for, substantial amounts of time, and he keeps getting yeeted out of the ring.
By Keith Lee and Walter.
So, until that happens.
I'm sorry, Yeet Lee.
Yeet Lee.
So let's move on to some of the other titles, like the Cruiserweight title.
Cruiserweight.
Well,
I turned my mind to a bear. When I do the Pac voice, I just turn into Merida. Give me your belt. I turned my mind to a bear.
So I'm actually kind of humored because I put Pluto TV on my Xbox this weekend and there's a wrestling channel that shows just all wrestling, and they were showing old Impact episodes. And our current Cruiserweight champion was actually on the show. Is Garza Jr.
Oh.
Okay, I was going to say, I can't remember who had it. I thought it would be a wrestler had it.
Nope, Angel Garza.
He is very, very good.
Is the current Cruiserweight holder. And Mike, you predicted Jack Gallagher. I think I've seen Jack Gallagher once this year.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Jackie Boy.
But he's still employed.
He's on the thing,
Yeah.
You gotta see the thing. You just gotta see the thing.
I said Johnny Gargano. That didn't happen. He hasn't even wrestled for that title.
Nope.
And Shannon said Ricochet. Ricochet did not get 205 Live. He went to the actual main roster.
He did.
With that awful gunshot sound.
Glad.
I hate it.
I'm so glad they haven't. I mean, he's not getting the spotlight he needs, but they're not shitting on him, and that makes me smile.
Yeah.
Gives me hope that they'll give him something. Watching him and AJ Styles wrestle together.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, AJ, I suddenly like the gay community Styles because it's convenient for me.
Hey,
yeah.
He changed.
No, get out. Now you're off the podcast.
You think it was Anderson or Gallows that told him to change? They told him, "Listen, brother, you got to get this. This is not good."
Yeah.
I think he finally understood that the gay community actually buys merch.
Well, because that's the part that I find so asinine about it, is it's like, he was suddenly like, oh, I'm so fine with this. Yes, now look, I'm going to have Pride merch. Like, listen, bro. That's a whole...
No, I have a question. Right, yeah. Did you guys see that they did, a line of Pride merch?
Mm-hmm.
And, everybody had something? Balor had a new version of his CC shirt?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys did see that?
Yep.
Okay. I know it, where the proceeds went.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. I'm 50-50 on it, because number one, I want to know where the proceeds are going, how much percentage of the proceeds are going to things.
I think it said 20% are going to, I don't remember the group. It was some anti-hate group.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just for LGBTQ, but anti-hate in general, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't look that far into it. I just know it was 20%, which I thought was very generous, especially for the thing.
I don't feel like it's enough, honestly. Not when you're talking about a multi-million-dollar company like that. I'm going to stop, because I will literally soapbox about this for a half an hour. I'm fine with it. I think I think having Pride merch is great. I love when independent promotions do it. First has done a great job. They had awesome Pride shirts this year. I know that Rise constantly has gear and stuff like that. I love it. I think it's fantastic. As a member of the LGBTQ community, I think it's fantastic to have something that helps me showcase that. But I'm always a little wary about huge corporations like that, especially with the WWE, where you've got merch where that merch is supporting specific people, some of whom really don't align with the message. So it's kind of like, it just feels like a cash grab to me. And 20% is very minimal.
Well, here's an update for you.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently on shop.wwe.com.
Oh, God.
Their All Superstar Pride collection is 2 shirts.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow. But...
Well, one's got to be Ferg.
No.
Really?
No. One is Sonya Deville.
That's fucking on brand.
Which is smart. Yeah. And it's actually a great one, too, because it's the put your hair up and square up.
Oh, that one's good. Yeah.
But it's put your in red, hair up in orange, and in yellow.
It's very good.
Yeah. The other one, though? Seth Rollins. And it's the Seth Rollins logo, the SR, weird kind of Target logo.
His thing.
And then a very small rainbow flame.
Well, see, that's bizarre. Because when I saw it, when it first happened, there were like, I think Alexa Bliss had one. I know Becky had one. Like, there was the man, but it was all rainbow, which I thought was kind of cool.
Here's my question, though.
I should have taken a screen cap.
When was that released?
Oh, like 5 months ago, probably, was when I saw it.
In June, when it was Pride Month, when they can capitalize on the marketing the most and make the most money.
Now that it's not June, they have 2, one of which is actually an LGBTQ wrestler.
Which is fantastic, and I do love her to pieces. I just, that kind of shit makes me so mad. Ugh.
And if you are listening to this on Monday or Tuesday, those are the last 2 days where if you purchase, 20% will be donated to GLAAD.
I mean, at least they chose a good organization, but... Okay, then.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. What were we talking about? We were talking about... Oh, we were moving on to the next one.
Sorry for my gay agenda.
No, the gay agenda.
No, it's my gay agenda.
So let's talk women's tag belts, because it was well believed that the tag belts were coming, so we decided to make predictions for them, even though they had not yet been in existence at the beginning of the year.
Right.
Mike, you're getting some points here, because you predicted Bayley and Sasha would not only be the first tag team champions, they would be holding them at the end of the year. Well, you got that they were the first. They didn't hold them for very long, but they were the first. And Shannon and I both said the Iconics, who happened to be the ones who took them off. Bayley and Sasha. And then lost them not too terribly long ago, just a few months ago.
Yeah, it was fairly recent.
To the Kaimuki Warriors. No, I take that back. Didn't...
No, that was a little while ago, wasn't it?
Didn't Bliss and Cross have them for a short period?
I honestly don't know.
And then the Kaimuki Warriors, I think, took it off of them.
Bliss and Cross had them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bliss and Cross got them off of the Iconics, and then held it for, I think, maybe a month. And then Asuka teamed up with Kairi just on a whim, and then they made the Asian experience or whatever.
At least they didn't call them the Geisha Girls.
Ugh, God. I can't get mad about Kaimuki Warriors, though, because it was their choice, from what I hear.
Right.
And there's a cultural significance behind why they went with that people that are far more educated in the language can explain. But it's a thing.
So for both shows' tag titles, we just merged them together. Mike, you said Heavy Machinery would have the titles. They did get their call up. They just do not have the titles yet. They've wrestled for them a couple of times, though.
Right. And then I think one of them was that the double? No, that wasn't double panel. I was thinking the Good Brothers and the match that happened at one of the pay-per-views that just passed. I don't know which one.
And then Shannon and I both said Undisputed Era would get called up and have one of the main show's tag titles. And they still are not called up.
Which I am legitimately shocked by, honestly. I feel like it's why has that not happened yet?
Well, I think we spoke about why. Because their tag division is absolutely decimated right now, and they can't...
They are the tag division.
They can't lose half their tag division by losing 2 people. So, yeah, the tag titles really haven't been much to talk about on the main shows. I mean,
The Viking Raiders have it right now. The Raw one. And they're sitting high, and it's great. They're doing a great job with them.
Yeah.
So the Viking Raiders have one set of them, and who has the other ones?
I actually forgot who has the SmackDown ones because I don't get to watch SmackDown that often.
The New Day currently. Big E and Kofi Kingston.
Right. Yep, they got them right after Woods went under.
Yeah, they won them on November 8th. So, New Day, yet again, with those titles.
I'm fine with it.
And there's so many other tag teams who could be holding them.
I know, but if they're gonna have like a lather, rinse, repeat situation, I'd rather have it be Biggie and Kof. Like, that's fine.
Okay, moving on to some of the larger titles. We have the U.S. title. Now, Mike, you made one hell of a bold prediction. You said Aiden English would hold the U.S. title.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I just held it in his hands.
My brain just hemorrhaged hearing that. Like, I blanked out. Wow.
Yeah. Well, Shannon, you said Becky Lynch would be the current holder of the U.S. title.
She should be. Where's the lie? She should be.
And I said Curt Hawkins would currently be holding the title.
My God. I forgot how, in on Curt Hawkins we were towards the end of last year.
So,
we were super pro Curt Hawkins.
I don't know who had the most ludicrous choice on there. Probably me.
Definitely you.
Probably me.
Because at least Becky's believable. Ooh, that came off real bitchy,
and I don't think
didn't it?
Aiden English is wrestling anymore, so...
No.
Aiden's commentary now?
Yeah.
Next up, the IC title. Oh, by the way, the current U.S. title holder, as of this weekend, because they changed the title at a house show, is Andrade.
He's a good choice, though.
That's right.
He's an excellent choice. I love Almas. He's fantastic.
So, currently, the IC title holder is Shinsuke Nakamura, in probably one of the least exciting title holdings of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do anything. It's just, and I love it. It's just him and Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn being like, "You can't talk to my Shinsuke. You gotta talk through me because you don't speak his language, but I speak a couple of things of his language." It's so ridiculous.
So I suppose
but I love it because it's Sami Zayn.
I suppose we should give you a quarter point here because you predicted Sami Zayn would actually hold the IC title at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, he holds it all the time for Nakamura whenever he's up there wrestling.
Yeah, that is true.
Don't go giving theoretical points. No.
Shannon.
I'll take a quarter point, whatever.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. Shannon gets that quarter point. Shannon was the one who said Sami Zayn. You said Mustafa Ali, which should have happened.
Should have absolutely happened.
Yeah.
Precious angel baby.
And I had said Velveteen Dream would get the call up and get that title by the end of the year.
Boy, how much did our tune change on him in 1 year?
Oh, we were on Velveteen Dream the whole year 2019.
No. He had some pretty garbage takes this year that I did not agree with.
Well.
So I'm not as on board with that train as I was, but
so let's go.
Wait. Did I just hear that you were not on the Velveteen Dream train anymore?
Questionable. He's had some real bad takes.
Okay, we should discuss that off air.
Well, I mean,
no. It's super public. I vehemently disagree with his defense of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
and I at the same time I don't talk about it a whole lot though because he's a person of color. It's his right to feel how. I'm not going to tell a person of color how to feel about something involving racism. That's a very personal thing. But it's to me from I
totally.
Yeah. It's a tough subject. Yeah, I personally think Hogan's garbage and no one should defend him, but that's me.
No,
but
no one should defend him.
Yeah, But it's not, I'm not going to tell a person of color, like, yo, you need to feel a certain way. Because, like, bullshit. That's stupid. Like, that's literally privilege at work. So fuck that. No one cares about my opinion on that. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I still think he's fantastic. I'm just not, like, he said that and I'm like, okay, all right. That is an opinion you can have.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll be over here just holding my little plastic Taichi. It's fine.
So let's move to the women's titles. We'll start with the Raw women's titles. And Mike, with the only 100% solid prediction, said Becky Lynch would be holding the Raw women's title at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I said Nikki Cross would be holding it. I'm very upset she still hasn't won that title.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No, they stuck her in a tag team with Alexa Bliss and turned her into best friends. Turned her into a semi-comedy act.
I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, thanks, I hate it. And you said Kairi Sane, Shannon.
I did.
Well, Kairi is holding a title at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Just the wrong title.
Yeah. It's a fine title for her to hold, though, so I'm not mad about it.
And this was a theme with you with the women's titles, because you said Becky Lynch would be holding the SmackDown women's title.
I did.
Which, holding a title, just the wrong brand.
I was close. I was at least, like, in the right wheelhouse.
I had said Shayna Baszler would get called up finally, which I really expected like 6 months ago. But Shayna's still rocking it down in NXT, and now it's too hard to figure out call-ups now that NXT is basically the third brand. No longer can really consider developmental. And you, Mike, said Asuka would be holding the title, and they would actually treat Asuka the way that she should have been, like she was treated in NXT. Well, they're finally kinda coming back to terrorizing Asuka with her as part of the Kabuki Warriors. I mean, the Green Mist thing, I'm loving.
Oh yeah, the whole makeup thing where she's like crying the Green Mist as well, like that. Freaking love it.
Yeah, we're getting shades of old Kana from Japan.
That's what I'm appreciating, is that everything she's doing right now feels very Kana. And I'm totally here for it.
So, let's move on to the two men's titles. The WWE title. I said Roman Reigns would have it. I don't think he's held it all year.
I'm thankful for that.
Shannon said Adam Cole would get called up.
I did, which didn't happen.
And in what is probably the biggest travesty, Mike actually... I wish Mike was actually getting a point here, because he said The Miz. And I really think The Miz should be holding the title.
Yeah.
Now, our current WWE title holder is The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
I thought he was the Universal title holder.
Oh, no, you're right. He is holding the Universal title. It is fucking Bork Laser.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miz definitely should be holding it.
Speaking of Bork Laser, my favorite part about like the episode from a year ago was Mike's analogy that Brock Lesnar is not only just blood sausage, like he's actually a balloon animal. And Paul Heyman has to make a new one of him every single episode. He just like puts one together before he comes out.
Yeah. And for the Universal title, Shannon, you said Roman Reigns.
I did.
Mike, you said Kevin Owens, another travesty that has not come to, the travesty being that it has not happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I said The Miz for this one. So double travesty.
Yeah. Now I have a sad.
Although I am pleased with Bray Wyatt holding that title.
Yeah, that's like the only saving grace to this.
I am not unhappy with the current title holder. Just wish Brock Lesnar wasn't holding the other one. So yeah, those titles, there wasn't a whole lot of changes in titles. There really wasn't.
Not really.
I mean, Shayna Baszler held the women's NXT title for almost the entire year.
Right. Undisputed's held all the other titles pretty much the whole time as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there were brief lapses in the tag titles, and then the North American title was on Velveteen Dream for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just not a lot of title changing. Hopefully 2020 will be a little different. And then we made some just random predictions. Mike, you said Curt Hawkins would win a match. He did indeed win a match.
Yeah, he held a championship. He held the tag titles for a little bit.
Yeah, which was wild, and I loved it.
It was very good.
Yeah.
I made the prediction that the Cruiserweight Classic would finally make its return. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
That didn't happen. Shannon, you're getting big props on this one. You predicted that New Japan Pro Wrestling would partner with Stardom.
I did.
It is now an absolute fact that Stardom will be having a match on the pre-show of Wrestle Kingdom.
I would just like to say I'm very proud of this prediction because this is something I really wanted to happen. I'm very, very happy.
Well, see, here's the thing though. Yes, there is a partnership, but the partnership was through purchase because the same parent company now owns both companies.
Yeah. I mean, that's valid,
I mean,
but
it's
I
still a
don't
partnership.
care. It's still a good partnership. It's still exposure. It's still women getting into a forum in a promotion with a promotion that has traditionally just never allowed it. So, yo, sign me up. Like, fuck me up. Let's go. I'm ready for this.
I predicted that Pete Dunne would finally lose the UK title. After he had held it for 2 years almost.
Yeah.
Yep, he did finally lose it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he lost it to who he lost it to. I don't know anything about Walter, but like, it was just like that immovable object. You're just not getting it. He tried. And the match was so good. And Walter's like, nope, stop. Okay. Stop.
A mood.
So yeah, there's not a real long list of UK title holders. It's 3. In what will be 3 years, on January 15th, that is when the UK title was first won by Tyler Bate. We have only had 3 champions in nearly 3 years for the UK title. Yeah, Pete Dunne won it on May 20th of 2017 and lost it on April 5th of this year.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I just like did a Gerbert at that. I was like, ugh. Ugh.
So close to 2 whole years with Pete Dunne holding it. Let's see. Mike, you predicted that Stone Cold Steve Austin would return for one more match.
Oh yeah, you didn't see that match? Yeah, I didn't think you would. Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Yeah,
it didn't happen. That's how good it was.
I was gonna say you're a good bullshit artist. You're not that good. I love you, but certain things just no.
And in the second to worst prediction of all time on this show, I made the prediction that Nakamura would return to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, don't talk to me, because the worst prediction of this episode
is me.
Was your prediction that Ring of Honor will use the Women of Honor better by the end of 2019.
Listen, Linda, I was trying to be fucking hopeful, okay? Don't at me. I'm a sock. I'm angry. Just fuck off.
I mean, let's just talk about how Ring of Honor fired their women's champion within the last month and a half.
Let's not, because we've talked about it every episode for the last, 4 weeks. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. You know, like the dog in the room with the meme with the dog at the table on fire. That is Ring of fucking Honor. Like just this is fine. That's Ring of Honor.
Yeah, pretty much.
That Titanic is already half sunken into the fucking ocean.
The thing is already broken.
It's already broken. The lifeboats are already like... But like, the bitch is still clinging to the fucking door. I can't. Why is...
That might be the most apt analogy for Ring of Honor 2019 ever.
I am 100% downloading this. I'm memeing this shit and putting it on Twitter tonight. Like, that is happening. Is there anyone alive out there? Wait, there's like... Dalton Castle's just got a whistle and he's like, come back! Come back! Come back!
Oh my god.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know why it's so fucking funny in my head. Oh. I can't.
She done broken.
Oh
Yep.
my god. I'm sorry. I know I should edit all this out, but I'm probably not gonna.
No, you gotta leave this in. Let the people hear that at the end of 2019, Shannon finally lost it.
I just can't. There's so many Titanic jokes in my head right now, and I can't stop. Oh, fuck. Oh, go on without me.
So other than this current laughing fit, Mike, what was your highlight for 2019 in wrestling?
Oh.
My highlight in 2019 of wrestling was going to Japan and seeing DDT Pro at Korakuen Hall.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was my highlight of wrestling in 2019.
That's a good highlight, sir.
I would hate you, but you brought us some really badass stuff.
Oh my gosh, you did. Thank you so much.
By the way, the Yano curry was good.
It's excellent.
It was excellent. We each had one packet. Awesome. We still have two.
We have two. We're saving some for when you come visit.
Awesome.
But no,
I should actually be up this next New Year's, but I think it's just going to be a visit and then leave just for a New Year's party.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. I'll try to squeeze you guys in. Yeah, I'll pencil you in somewhere in the I don't know range.
We'll get a text message 5 minutes away, like, "Yo, I'm outside."
Right.
Oh, there was one more prediction.
Oh God, I can't look at you. If I make eye contact, I'm gonna start fucking laughing again.
Why? Am I funny looking?
No, you're not. Jesus Christ, Townsend, I can't.
Like
right
I'm
now.
a clown.
Just shut up.
I'm here to amuse you.
Just shut up. Are you saying I'm funny, huh? Oh my God.
We made the prediction that Mike would finally start watching New Japan Pro Wrestling.
We did.
And you did. You watched.
I did.
You watched some. You watched some.
I will say I've not kept up on it as much as I want to, but like I am me being more about the Fed. Like I don't even keep up with that as much as I want to at this point right now, just because of how crazy the world's been the past probably 7-8 months.
And that's the story of WWE in 2019.
Was there another really bad boat wreck we can compare them to?
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
There you go.
The Challenger.
Oh no! Oh, that's too soon. I quit. I can't
She's
do
broken
this.
again.
I can't do this anymore. Oh.
And this just encapsulates the way 2019's wrestling has been.
We're in the darkest and most terrible timeline.
To quote the comedian, it's all a joke.
It's all a joke, man. It's all a big fucking joke. In 20 years, we're gonna listen to this podcast, and I'm gonna do like the Silk Spectre thing, like even the grimy parts get prettier. Fucking. I can't anymore.
I think we should probably wrap this up here.
I'm so sorry. I'm broken.
Nah, that's all right.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Mike, we appreciate you joining us. You recap how bad we were at predicting the way 2019 was going to go, because none of us could have known the absolute dumpster fire wrestling would have become this year.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
All of these predictions were WWE based. That's why I'm fucking laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Like everything was the E. Like we could sit here and I wish like AEW would have been a thing. I'm not laughing at that. I'm still just laughing because I can't fucking stop. Oh god damn it. Everything hurts. I'm sorry. But stop looking at me. You're making it worse.
Stop looking at me, swine.
Is there anyone alive out there? I was like, we laugh, but like, I'm making fun of an event where I'm making light of an event where like hundreds of people fucking died. What is wrong with me?
So you know the whole thing in that analogy?
Oh god.
Impact Wrestling is Rose on the door floating in the water.
Does that make Ring of Honor Jack?
Yes.
Like, no, Ring of Honor is the dude that fell when the boat like split. It was at the
And
hanging,
hit the propeller blade.
Hit the propeller blade on the way down. You all know what if you fucking have seen that movie. Every one of you motherfuckers knows what I'm talking about because you all went ooh, and then that exact moment, just thung ooh. I can't anymore. I'm done. Put a fork in me. I'm finished. Jesus Christ.
So, like I was saying, Mike, thank you for joining us at the end of the year like you did at the beginning.
Thank you for having me. It was I was really hoping that you guys were going to do a recap show and that you're going to be like, hey, you want to be on it? Yes. Yes, I do. All the time, every time.
Well, tell the people where they can find you if they'd like to follow you and get your amazing and wonderful, very specific brand of comedy genius, because it is he's worth following, folks.
Well, I'm not giving them my address. Because if you want to follow me, it's like...
Oh, that's fine. I'll give it to him later. I'll put it in post.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, no, see, that's totally cool. You do it. I can't stop that. No, I am... excuse me. I am on the Facebooks at Facebook/GeniusPie314 and on Instagram, or not Instagram. Actually, I am on Instagram, but I'll forget what that one was. But Twitter is at GeniusPie, and you can see some fun memes from yesteryear because I'm very bad at the meme game, like the worst, but at least the ones I put up were funny.
Well, thank you again for joining us. We really do appreciate it and appreciate you in all the years we have known you.
Hey, like I've said 1,000 times before, there would be no Genius Pie if it weren't for you guys.
Aww.
So this is just a circle. It's a snake eating its tail.
That's a revolution.
Or something like that.
Oh God.
That's right.
Just to bring the podcast back.
I hate you so much right now.
So, for the Married Marks, I'm Richard Townsend.
And I'm looking for work.
And we will talk to you in the new year.
Everybody out there, real quick, also, I am going to break our normal outro. Number one, please, as always, make good choices. But number two, more importantly, as we're coming up on New Year's, if you are in a place of recovery, please know that we support you, we love you, you got this. Everybody have a great, happy New Year.